Darling, you send me, I know you send me.
Hey guys, what is up? It's Alicia. So for today's tutorial, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be showing you guys how to edit like Avrey Ovard. A lot of you guys have requested this, so today I'm showing you guys how to make her thumbnails, how to make her banner, and also how to filter your videos using just your phone like Avery. Also, I included a couple links down below to images, PNGs that she uses a lot, so you guys can download those for free. But without further ado, let's just get started with this video.
Send me, I know you do. Send me, I know you do.
So first, in order to make her thumbnails, you're going to want to load a plain image on the app Phonto, add the 2208 by 1242 size, and then add your images from your camera roll of yourself. So I just put these two pictures of Avery on the screen and I resized them so they each took up about half the screen, and then I left a little bit of room at the top so I'd be able to add text, but basically I'm just resizing them, and before you put them in, try to filter them and make them look how you want. So now once I have this, what I'm going to do is save it to my camera roll, and then I'm just going to reopen the image, but as just like the image I just saved so that it's the right size. So once I have that, just put it into Phonto, and now I'm going to add my text. So I decided that I call this fake video testing Glossier. It's in the font Helvetica Bold Oblique, and now I'm just putting in the text. So basically the style I found that she uses is she uses a lot of light colors like pinks and oranges and stuff, but it's very like, I don't want to say pastel, but it isn't very bright and colorful. And then what I did is I added a shadow to each of them so that it would make this kind of background, and I just played around with this. You guys will see what I do, but it's like a lighter color for the text, and then the shadow's a little bit of a darker color but in the same hue so that it kind of works out. And so then what I'm doing is just rearranging it. Now what I'm doing is I'm curving the image, so I'm making it 5 and then the other one is going to be -5, so it curls the other way, and I'm just tilting it so that it lines up better with the image, as you guys can see, and just rearranging this. And so I went ahead and did this until I liked how it looked, and then I saved it to my camera roll.
Send me, I know you do. Send me, I know you do. Send me.
So now what I'm going to do is go to the app's Picsart, and this is where we're going to add all the stars and effects she uses. So the first thing you guys are going to want to do is load your image, and then at the bottom it says sticker. So you can search up star sticker, and I found this one that I liked, but it's brown, so I went to the adjust tool and I changed the brightness up, and I made the stars white by doing it twice, and then I just arranged it where I wanted it and repeated this with another sticker. And basically you get this star effect, but we're going to go ahead and erase some of the stars so that it doesn't overlap her face. So I changed the opacity a little bit so that it wasn't too like out there and too bold for the image. And then up at the top there's an erase tool, and I just erased pretty much all the stars that were on top of Avery. And what I also did is I got rid of ones that were like too close to the text or that they didn't look right, and basically I just played around with this until it looked how I wanted it to look for the thumbnail.
I know you do. Send me, I know you do. Send me, darling, you send me, I know you send me, darling, you send me, darling, you send me, darling, you send me, darling, you.
Next, what I did is I went back to that sticker tool and I just looked up Glossier, which is like a search bar at the top if you guys are looking for a PNG in particular, and I just added these two products that kind of looked like had the same color scheme as her thumbnail, and arranged them in the middle, and basically just played around with it until I liked how the thumbnail looked. And that's pretty much how you can create an Avrey Ovard thumbnail, warm colors and stuff like that.
Send me, I know you. Send me, honest.
So now I'm going to show you guys how to use Avery's banner. So the first thing I'm doing is loading this image from my camera roll that I've linked down below that you guys can download for free. It's just white sheets if you can't download it. And then I added the text Avrey Ovard in the font Pixelt, and this is what it looks like. You can obviously add your own name, and I made sure that the color was dark because what we're going to do is mask this later on. So basically what I did is I arranged it in the middle of the screen, moved it around so it was perfect, and saved this to my camera roll. The next thing I did is I went to superimpose, which is where we're going to mask away that image, and I went to the top, that button, made a background whatever color because it doesn't matter, and then clicked the check, and then I added that photo from my camera roll with the added text that says Avrey Ovard. Now what you're going to do is go to the mask tool at the bottom, go to this magic wand and change it to the triangle with the ruler and the line. That's basically to mask any color. So now I'm just going to go ahead and click on the dark part and just kind of drag the tool. You guys will see as I move it around to get rid of the gray, and basically we're left with this image but the Avery Ovard text is cut out. So what I'm going to do is go to the home button and then go to the top and mask that as a PNG, which will save it to my camera roll. Now we're going to go back into Phonto and add another image that you guys can download. It's basically the stars background, which gives us the same effect as her thumbnail. We're going to add an image which is that white sheet with the overlay and just arrange it in the middle and basically line it up how we want it. So this is what I'm doing here. And I also changed the alpha or the opacity, as it's also known as, to about 83. You guys can change it to whatever you want, but this is about the spot that I think that like it's a good balance between color and the effect that she has. And then I went on and changed it later on, but I think 83 is better. Anyway, now we're going to go into Picsart, and this step isn't necessary, but it's kind of to get that white effect. I'm going to go to plus, edit, and I'm going to add that image to my editing screen. And at the bottom, there's a tool called mask. I'm going to click on that, which is the one right here, by the way, and I'm just going to go and scroll through the lights until I find one that kind of covers the image how I like it, which is this. And then I change the hue to more of a reddish, orangish color, and then I changed the opacity until I liked how it looked.
Darling,
Finally, I want to show you guys how to get that coloring and lighting effect. I believe I found this from the YouTuber Hannah Teal, but basically you can go into the app Vsco and you can filter your videos. So I loaded a video from my camera roll in that just had cactuses, and as you guys can see, you can play around with a ton of different filters for the video. You can also play around with the normal settings. So what you're going to want to do is fade it a little bit, make it more orangey tinted or red tinted, you know, like that. You're going to want to down the contrast and basically get it to look like very soft and light color, I guess, with a little bit of an orangey tint. As you guys can see with me playing around, I'll actually go to that tool and you can go to the white balance tool and change it towards the yellow instead of towards the blue, and that's what will get you the color. But you're able to use Vsco if you like export your entire video or a few specific clips. You're able to get a cool effect on your phone, which I think is really like a good option compared to other apps. With iMovie, you can't really do the same thing, and with QCut Pro it just doesn't look right. So this way you're able to get this really cool light orangey effect without having to worry. I know you do have to pay after, I believe, a week, but for that 1 week you can make a lot of videos. So yeah.
honest you do.